I'm going to give you a few minutes. So go grab some tea or coffee, and then we'll settle in for today's live. Hello, namaste. I see we have someone here. So I'm just putting in the chat box. Let me know where you are joining from today. And while we're waiting for a few more minutes to see who is joining us, I just want to tell you a little bit about our channel. For those of you that are here now or you're going to watch the replay later. So this channel is called Shubh Temple. My name is Temple, and Shubh is my Indian partner, and we work together. We're here in Rishikesh, India. So we have all kinds of programs. Shubh mostly does guided meditation, especially like trauma-informed meditation, people that are wanting to overcome some kind of childhood trauma. We also work a lot with people that are already in jobs like healing professions, various things. We do energy workshops. We have really all kind of programs. We do traditional retreats. We do some groups, but the groups that we do, we prefer working with very small groups because we like to customize with to the person that we're working with or the few people, and we work with people all over the world. So some people come here to Rishikesh to work with us directly, but I would say definitely most of our work we do online. And now, as far as a tarot, and I start off each session talking a little bit about that. So there's so many people that do tarot reading, and you know, it's a really fun thing. People like to predict. People like to you know, fortune tell, these kind of things, and that's all good and fine. And feel free to ask me a question in that regard. But my purpose is to help you learn how to tap into your own inner guidance, learn how to tap into your own intuition, because really that is I would say that is the biggest goal that Shubh and I collectively we have in common. Sorry, I'm gonna have to drink some water and tea. There's a lot of pollen, I think, in the air. But so collectively, although his work is primarily in meditation, he does a lot of things through Vedic astrology also. But together, our biggest point is to help people develop their own inner power, to help you realize that you have your own inner guidance. And I do daily energy readings. I'm live here, 8 o'clock in the morning. That's in India, IST time. And then for those of you that watch, I'm from the US, so a lot of people join us from the United States too. So that's 10:30 p.m. in the US. Now, I like to start in the morning to answering the questions while I'm waiting for people to join in. If you send me a question to the email. The email's in the description. So send your questions to the email, and then when I start first thing in the morning, I can answer the question live. And if you prefer to have a one-on-one reading privately online, you can also email me and we can discuss that there also. And you can check out our link tree, and that'll give you a little bit more information about us and the work that we do. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. We have lots and lots of content that we put up throughout the day. So I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. And so let's get in today's energy. So in the last few days, we've been talking about collectively how we're going through a transition. We're shifting, and we're coming into this time, and this is again part of the work that we're involved in, is to help people to really gain clarity about who they are, and what they're creating here in the world, because there's a lot of things in the external world that are looking crazy right now. You see, no matter where you are in the world, there's a lot of really quote-unquote interesting things that are happening, and sometimes if we're not really tuned in and connected with our inner power, it gets overwhelming. So we're going to jump right in today. I'm going to show you this, and I've pulled these cards before. I already pulled these cards, meditated on them. Hopefully you can see without too much glare. The first is the Six of Wands. Now, from the broadest perspective, this is a really good card. Now, and no matter what, there's really no, honestly, there's no good or bad. It just helps you see more clearly what is happening. But today we're going to focus on the Six of Wands. There's a lot happening right now, and you need to be very clear. You're probably seeing some success in your life. You're in a lot of ways, this has to do with success, confidence. So it could be on two different sides of the coin here. You're seeing some success. You're seeing that, yes, I really do have the power. I'm creating things in my life. And you're starting to see how what you're giving your attention to and where you're putting your energy, where you are, the places that you're distracted, you're able to be more self-aware. You're more conscious. So because of that, you're able to see more success, not only inside, but outside. Now, on the other side, the flip side of the coin, let's say, still in the realm of success, you are not where you want to be. Okay, you are looking too much to the outside. You're looking too much from validation for other people. Now, here's the tricky thing with success. If you can let go of what anyone else is thinking about you and whether you're successful or not successful, and you just are tuned in to, when we've talked about this in the last couple live sessions, if you want to go back. But if you really are tuned in to yourself, your own energy, and you are on a daily basis, no matter what your work is, you make it a priority to just work on yourself, work on your own unique gifts and talents, because many of us, most of the people, or not most, but many of the people that I'm working with on a daily basis are going through a transition time, and many of you don't have a clarity of exactly where you're going. So the first place to start is ask yourself, what are these? Oh, hey Bill. Thanks for being here, Bill. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm just going over today's energy from a broad perspective. So ask yourself, instead of defining success from the external and defining success from what anyone else's idea, what is success to you, outside of what anyone else is thinking about you? Okay, now in your life, you could already be experiencing, like I said, some outer success in your work, whatever that is, and that's fine. And maybe you're getting some acknowledgement from outside people, and that's fine. Enjoy that, but don't be dependent on it. Don't let that be the deciding factor of where you're taking your life. Okay? So this is a time of a lot of progress. Now, the past card, I pulled the Nine of Swords. So collectively, you can see this from a lot of this is pretty, I think, pretty dead on the illustration here. So no matter how you want to look at this, no matter where you are in the world, we're coming out of, or some people are still, knee deep in it, but some of us are starting to like climb out and like see the illusory nature of reality. And I know some of you are going to watch this and you're going to think, this is not illusory, this is like very real. And I understand that, I get that, I trust me, and I feel very deeply for you. But the thing is, when we go back and look at this success, there's a lot of people that will say, and this is why I'm telling you, don't look so much about what other people are telling you. Well, you can't do that here in the quote-unquote real world. So the thing is, you need to ask yourself, whose real world? Because I think you can see, especially in the last 2-3 years, there's a lot of different realities that are existing here at the same time. A lot of different realities. And we get upset with each other sometimes, and you see this a lot in the last couple years. We get upset with each other because our reality seems so real that it's almost tempting to think it's the only reality. But the truth is, there's many realities happening at the same time. And just to use myself as a personal example, in 2021, a lot of places were locked down, and I was traveling in all different places of the U.S. I was in Africa, in schools, no mask, no nothing. I mean, there it was like nothing was even happening. We've never been sick in the last couple years. Thank God, I'm very grateful for my health. But what I'm saying is, my reality was very, very different than a lot of people. And the thing is that we want to be mindful, and of course we want to know. Of course I know a lot of what other people are telling me. I know what in general the news is reporting, because I don't like to put any real attention or focus on what's happening in the news, because I realize I'm the one that's in charge of my life and what's happening in my health and all of these things. So the thing that I want you to think about today, and if you are still in this place that's heavy, you can see here, she's up at night. There's many people, and a lot of these, not a lot, but some of these people we're working with on a daily basis. So what is keeping you up at night? What is it that you're thinking about? And observe yourself. Many of you have been waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. And there's a reason for that. Actually, it's very common. It's a wonderful time to meditate. But if you are and some of you are being ripped out of sleep, like with these anxious thoughts. So instead of resisting these thoughts, observe them. Be mindful of them. What are they there for? Everything's happening for a reason. A lot of times when Shubh and I are doing like our Tantra workshops, people have a lot of energy that comes up to be cleared. A lot of old memories, traumas, things that are heavy. It activates that energy. And so, what is it that you're thinking about? What is it that you're afraid of? These are things that you want to work through. the other thing is, the more that you are conscious and you realize that the more that you let your mind just run wild with this free-floating fear. See, a lot of times we'll ask people, what exactly are you afraid of? Well, they don't know because they're busy just trying to get onto something else. But write it down on a piece of paper. And sometimes just by looking at it clearly, you know, it's like look under the bed, look at the quote-unquote monster under the bed. Just by looking at the fear and seeing it clearly, the fear, it dissolves, because there's really nothing to be afraid of. And this is the part we talk about the illusory nature of life. And I know that, because I know when I say that it's an illusion, well, it triggers a lot of people to say that because you're having all of these experiences. But if you can just open yourself, or begin to just open yourself to what you're afraid of and really allow it to come forward, allow yourself to feel however it is that you feel. You know, sometimes we're tempted to think anger, sadness, some of these emotions are bad emotions, but they're not bad. They need to be felt so that they can be released. You're holding this energy in the body, and it manifests as disease and illness and these things. So this is where we are as far as creating success in our life, realizing that we are co-creating our own experience. We are the ones, by our own thoughts and emotions, our feelings. This is what we're manifesting into our life. So observe what's happening and what do you prefer. Don't resist what you see is happening in your life, but allow whatever is happening in your life to give you clarity about what you prefer in small ways. In small ways. Okay? Don't push against these things that you're afraid of, but allow yourself, as you are able, to just look at them, write them down. Hello? Sure. Tell you the future of your love relationship. Okay. So, if you want to, I'm gonna just give you a general reading, and then you can give me like some little comments and let me know. You can give me a little bit more information on that. And where are you joining from? Rishma. Am I pronouncing your name correct? Rishma? Oh, very good. What part of India? I'm in Rishikesh. Okay. Oh, Mumbai, very nice. Not been there yet, but hope to visit. Okay, so I'm pulling the 10 of Wands for you. And just look at that, look at the card, get the general idea. Okay, so here's the thing that I want us to explore today, and this is going to be about your love relationship. this card signifies that you need to release some kind of burden. So are you holding on anything that heaviness about your love life? Are you afraid of something? Is there something that's holding you back, or something that's causing you to keep your heart very guarded and afraid of hurt? So that's the first thing. You're stuck. Okay. So here's the thing. In a lot of our work, we do guided meditations and clearings. So you realize when you are stuck, and that's a perfect word. I don't know if you are familiar with like the chakras, the energy centers. So everything all fits together. So, and it kind of like so you'll get your funds back. Okay. So what you need to do is, there is some kind of energy there. And so what I want you to do, and I'm just, this is the energy that I'm able to draw from you just here online. But you need to ask yourself, what is happening in your big relationship, like that has to do with love, it has to do with money. Where is your fear? Are you afraid of something that has to do with money? Because this is a blockage that you're carrying that needs to be, is there a third party? Okay, can you be, okay. So the thing about your money, you will get your money back, but you have to be open to receive that. And the thing is that I want to ask you, is there anything in your love relationship, in your relationship with other people, some kind of energy that needs to be cleared, some kind of heaviness, like some kind of disagreement? There's something there that you need to clear it, because this card, there's something that's weighing on you. There's something there. Well, this is the part that we need to explore, because I'm just pulling this one card for you online. So what is happening in your life? This is the thing. And it's going to be easier to talk to you, because most Indians are non-resistant to this idea of Gemini, very secretive. Okay, but here's the thing: we need to focus from your end, because here's the thing, is that we need to focus on your energy and clearing that, whatever is blocking it, whatever is happening in this relationship. This man is he your love interest that you gave him money and he owes you money? Is that what's happening here? Because here's the thing that I want to make you aware of. Like, everything that's happening here, there's no coincidence. Okay, he invested in a project. Okay. So now his energy, I don't know, but your energy, that's what I'm going to work on here. Okay? So as far as your energy, your money, what we need to focus on in your love life, okay? You need to focus on clearing out whatever is weighing you down. What's been on your mind lately? Tell me, what's been on your mind? Have you had worry? Have you been anxious about something? Is there something that you're afraid of? Is the fear that you're not going to get the money back? So here's the thing. He does, but I think that he's waiting for you to clear up all of these things, okay? I'm getting some hesitation on your part, like there's something there that you're afraid of. And I don't know if you know what it is at this moment to be able to tell me that, but that's something you need to explore. Like, what is it that you are afraid of in this situation? And do you want to marry him? Now here's the other thing. Are you giving him space? Okay. All right. So I said 3 years relationship. So let me ask you this. What is your inner guidance? Because this is the thing that I help people do through the tarot. What does your gut tell you? You already know this answer. What do you want? Do you want? Okay, but do you want to marry him? Because this is how you're going to get your answer. Yes, of course. See, here's the thing. You can have whatever you want, you can have it. But the thing is, you have to manage your energy first, because you attract into your life experience. And here's the other thing, karma. Okay? You're a true loyal partner. So here's the thing. Do you believe in karma? Because if you don't have the belief in karma and reincarnation and all of that, then I can approach it from a different way. But the thing is that we have all of these. Okay, so here's the thing that I want you to realize. Every single person that's in your life, your family, romantic, all of these interests, you're bringing energy in from the past. So the thing is, whatever it is that you want, marriage, a loyal partner. So if you focus yourself on clearing out any blockages, because this is showing me that you need to clear something. There's, here's the other thing. I think you're focusing too much on the partner. Of course, you're gonna have the right partner. You want the right partner, yes? So the thing is, if you, okay, you're nothing apart from him. So I will guarantee you that what he's gonna find attractive is when you, okay. So the most attractive thing for a man, I'm gonna tell you what that is if you can love the person that you are, meaning if you're working on your inner self, if you are working on being whatever it is that you imagine yourself to be. Like, what are you doing in your life? These are the things, because this is what men find attractive. They want a woman that feels very secure. You're a banker. Okay, that's perfect. So the thing that makes men run the fastest is if you are too wrapped up in them. So the thing is, the more that you can enjoy your own energy, work on yourself, don't worry about what he's doing, because everything you attract in your life has to do with your energy. You attract what you are. So what is he showing you? Like, he's actually reflecting your own energy. So when you are with him, are you having a good time? You said it's a long distance relationship, so there's a lot of time you're not together. What does your own intuition tell you? Do you feel secure? You feel secure in his energy? Because this is the thing, if you are worried about him being loyal, then that's triggering a fear. and you don't want to trigger the fear. Okay, so you're already financially stable, so that's good. The thing is that trust. You know, I don't know how long you were with me today, but we've been talking about the energy reading for the day. It had to do with success. And it has to do with what is your idea of success. So let's put this in your perspective. Success. What is exactly success in a relationship? Okay? And the thing is, the past card that I pulled was the Nine of Swords. So this has to do with things that are weighing on your mind, things that you're concerned about. He's hidden so many things. Okay? So here's the thing that I want us to explore. He can share a lot of things with you, but the reason that I say it's most important that you focus on your own energy is because even if he told you every single thing in his life, you are going to process that and understand it from your own perspective. And hopefully you understand what I'm saying here. So the thing is, I want to ask you this question. Do you feel that you can love him just as he is? Just as he is. Do you have enough trust? Do you love him just as he is? Okay? So the part of the true love that I want you to think about, because here's the thing that trips people up, and it doesn't matter if it's in India or if it's in the United States. We all have this fantasy, and men have a different fantasy. But society, and I know in India, you know, now India is doing a lot more love marriages, but arranged marriages. It doesn't matter. There's this fantasy that's been instilled in us all around the world. We have this fantasy that we're gonna find this person, and they're gonna basically, you know, solve all of our problems. They're gonna, the family's interested. So you're not getting any resistance from the family? Or has your family arranged this, or is this a love marriage that you're wanting? Okay. So he's not speaking on calls. He's always busy. Are you calling him? He's a workaholic. Okay. So let me ask you this. Is this, he's being clear. Whatever you're seeing now, I guarantee you, it's going to be the same if you get married to him. So knowing that he is a workaholic, or this is at least how you're perceiving him as a workaholic. So is this a life that you want? Because it sounds like you're not getting married for the financial aspect, the financial security. Okay? And yes, love does not cost. That's true. That is true. So the thing is, can you love him despite the fact that yes. So here's the thing with love. Love is unconditional. You know, so if you're having the freedom to make your own choice, there's really only one question. And really, it's the whole purpose of existence, and that is, can you love this person totally just as they are? Because you have a lot of freedom in this situation. Okay? And so this is the thing that I want to encourage you to do, is it's really all about you and your energy, and you're going to attract into your life where you are. You were with him to support him in bad times. Okay? Now, let me ask you this. If you love him, and do you feel like he's supporting you the same? Do you feel like there's an even energy exchange? Does the relationship feel easy for you? Does it feel light for you? Or does it feel heavy? You did meditate, yeah. Because I can tell just by the conversation here is you're putting a lot on what he's doing. But the thing is that, well, here's the thing. And hopefully you can hear this. If you have some things, like I said, some things that are weighing on you, like I said, on this 10 of Wands. So the future of the relationship is going to rely on what is happening there. Can you see these things? The things that are weighing on you. Can you be patient? Can you trust? Can you trust the universe is going to put things, or not put things, but things are already happening in your best interest? The thing is, there's only one thing that you need to do, is you just need to realize that if the right person is going to come to you as you do the work. And this man, if he's the right one for you, naturally he's going to be there. There's only one work you have to do, and that's just your own inner work. And hopefully, I don't know what your background or your practice is, but what I mean is learning to tap into your own inner guidance. And you said you've had many tarot readings and you don't have the clarity. So it's kind of counterintuitive. The thing that I'm going to tell you is that in your love life, it's reflected back to where you are. So when you are ready, what you are wanting comes in. It comes in money, it comes in love. There's certain ways that you block yourself. So what I'm saying in the heart of the matter is, some say positive, some say, okay, so what are you, when you say negative? Okay, can you tell me, what are they saying that's negative? Because chances are it's a perspective. Okay. Now, when people are doing this from the tarot, are they also won't be loyal enough? Okay. So, now are they just, it's hard for me to say because of somebody else's reading, and I don't know if they're looking at your astrology chart too. Do you have people that are actually reading from your chart? And when I'm saying your chart, I'm talking about Vedic astrology. Are these people actually looking into your Vedic astrology? So when they're doing tarot, are they also mixing it with looking at your chart? Are these people like one-on-one? They know you, that you're okay. So here's the thing that I want you to realize in tarot and in astrology. Yes, they all shuffle the cards. Okay. So it sounds like they're just doing strictly tarot. So here's something that I want to tell you, because Shubh does more Vedic astrology, and if you're interested in something like that, he can look at actually your chart and see. And a lot of people in India, they do these kind of things anyway. They have, if you're planning an arranged marriage, they do all of that. But if you want a real, like, more detailed thing, he can do that, and I have the email address if you want to message him there on the description. But I just want to tell you one thing here with tarot and with Vedic astrology. So when someone's giving you a reading, or someone is a psychic, they're telling you the probability of what is going to happen, okay? But the thing that I want you to, I'm not saying you have to agree with me here, but I want you to explore this, is that you are the ultimate deciding factor. So the more that I can get you to tap into your own guidance, because I'm asking you a lot of questions. So hopefully when we're finished here, I want you to like sit with these questions and really get in touch, because here's something most people don't know. They come into the tarot readings and they want somebody to just say yes, no, this and that. But the thing that I do with my readings is I want to help you develop your own sense, because ultimately I can tell you what's probably going to happen, but the thing is, you're the deciding factor. Even if somebody tells you in your astrology chart that you're going to have a tough time in marriage or love relationships, they're just showing you like where your challenging spots are. It's not going to doom you. It's actually good that you're aware, because then those are the places that you need to work on yourself. So when I'm pulling your card today, I'm giving you something very, very clear, because to tell you whether or not you're going to marry this man is not really the deeper question. The question is, what is going to make you the most happy in your love relationship? Because that's really all you're here for. You're here to learn to love. And our romantic partnerships, those are going to be the closest things that develop the sense of love. And I was talking about karma earlier. So the thing you need to realize is that this man, this love interest, there's a bigger picture there. You've known him, chances are, for lifetimes. You guys have been working on certain things. So he is showing you, this is how karma works. By his behavior, by the things he is doing, he is showing you who you are, what you need to work on. Like, what is it that you see that seems deficient in him? Right now you're focused on your career. Now, I'm assuming, have you asked him clearly, like, what he wants in his life? And okay, so it sounds to me, and we're doing all of this on messages here, is that he's Yeah. So it sounds like he's telling you clearly, at least from your message, that he's going to talk, but he wants to get out of the situation with the work. So I think that that's the thing is for you to give him the space, for you to get clarity more so in yourself. What is it you want? And you don't have to tell me this. I don't need to know. I don't need to know, like, what is your dream? Like, these are the things you need to get clarity on. What do you want? At what time do you want to get married? Do you want to have any children? What kind of relationship do you want to have? Because these are the important things. And once you get clear and you tell him clearly what you want, okay, after that dream is to marry him. Now, one thing, I've been in India for 2 years now, and I know because we are the same community. Okay. When you say community, are you saying you're the same caste? And is this a love marriage, or did your families arrange this? And I know in India, the marriage is a huge thing. So I got it. I understand. Like, you really want to get married. But I'm going to invite you to think about even beyond the marriage, because the marriage part, and I know it's huge, and I think it's really amazing, but you're going to have a life after the marriage. So the thing is, I want to get you to start thinking even beyond the marriage, because most Indian women, they tell me they have planned their entire life for the actual wedding. And that's amazing. That's awesome. But I also want you to take it even a step further. Still no physical attraction since 3 years. You know, honestly, the thing is that I think that all of that, it's not necessarily an issue. And I'm saying this as an American, and I mean, we don't, obviously Americans, we don't have arranged marriage and things like that. But I think that those kind of things, if everything else is there, like if this person is stable, if you feel, honestly, I think more important than the physical thing is that you and this person, you have a connection, you're able to communicate, and you have what's called compassionate friendship. I think if people start their marriages, and I think that arranged marriages can be successful, if you start off with a compassionate friendship, meaning that you care about the other person's well-being. Okay? And when you say physical attraction, I don't know if you mean both of you, or if you're just speaking of one of you that's not attracted. But I think the bottom line here is just to get clear. Emotional. Okay. So it sounds like there's a lot of karma. There's a karma here. So, okay. So, the thing to ask yourself here is, what exactly is the emotion that you feel about this person? That's going to show you a lot. And the other thing is, and this has to do with, for anyone else that's listening in here, in our collective reading today, we were talking about success and what it means to you. So I know that you want to get married. I get that very clearly. And I know that this wedding, this marriage means a lot. But what you haven't told, and you don't have to tell me anything here, but the thing that okay. I mean, he sounds like he's a very solid kind of person. I mean, I think those are good qualities. Would you agree? So back to my point while I'm waiting for your answer is what's going to be success for you beyond the actual just getting married, just beyond the wedding, beyond that, what kind of life do you want to create together? And it's fine. Here's the thing that I was saying before you came in. It was the Six of Wands. It has to do with success. And it sounds like financially you're already achieving that. I got it. So it sounds like he was interested in someone before, and then she ended up getting married to someone else. So it is, am I thinking correctly there? Do I have it clearly? Okay. So now we have some clarity. So do you have any fear? Okay, because this has to do with the card that I initially pulled, this Ten of Wands. Do you have any fear of giving him time to get over this? Because he's got the fear. He has the fear, okay? So do you have any fear giving him more space? Like, I know in India, things kind of happen. So have you asked him this question? You will take his responsibility. So I feel like you're the one that has all the financial resources here, and you, oh, that sounds good. Okay. This last message, I'm not sure what you mean. We'll break up, but break up soon. Okay. I think here's what you need to do. I think you need to ask him clearly. I think you need to ask him clearly. Tell him clearly what it is that you want. And I'm getting the feeling that you're having is he cheating on you? Well, that's the fear. So now we finally touched on where the fear is. So the fear in this situation is just, is he cheating on you? Yes. And that's exactly what I was going to tell you, is that give me just a moment. I want to tap in to see if I can put this really clearly to you. Okay? So the fear. Now we've finally gotten down to the fear. The fear is he cheating on you? But here's the thing that I want you to realize here, okay, is what are you going to do? You have this fear that he's cheating on you. What are you going to do? Let's say he is, or let's say he's not. Either way, but you have this fear. So let's say he's not cheating on you, right? Okay? Let's say he's not cheating on you. But just your fear of him cheating on you. Are you familiar with when I say that something is a self-fulfilling prophecy? And before you came on for today's energy reading for the whole, the Nine of Swords. And that has to do with the past and dealing with your fears. So your fear, I've finally got you to say it, is that he's cheating on you. So there's something, is that we attract what we fear. The thing is, I want you to realize that by keeping yourself focused on the relationship that you want, instead of the fear of what someone else might do to you, because it's very powerful. We were talking about energy and how it works. You attract what you're afraid of. So if you're thinking about this, and let's say he's not cheating on you now. Let's say he's not, but let's say he marries you and then he's cheating. What are you going to do? So this is the thing that we go back to that question. The question is, do you really love him unconditionally? Do you love him unconditionally? Okay. So basically what my clarity is that if you love him unconditionally, then you can let go of this fear that if he's cheating on you, because it's not going to matter. And you're not going to know all of these things. And if you did know, okay, so if I were to tell you that he is cheating on you, what are you going to do? But yet at the same time, you're telling me that you love him unconditionally. So see how there is a duality there. There's a duality there. So I'm telling you, in the clarity, is that yes, it means if you love him, if you know that you love him, and you know that you want to marry this man, tell him clearly. And have you told him clearly? Have you told him clearly? Have you told him exactly what you want clearly? And the other question is, how long are you willing to wait for this? You both don't open up. Okay, so see this, we're just uncovering all of these layers. So this is the issue. I think you both want it, but the thing is, he's got this fear of this past relationship, and you've got this fear of what he's doing. So coming back to the original thing, this is the energy that you need to clear. The family is forcing. Okay, forcing him or you? I see. Are you the oldest in your family? You have like a younger sister or something that... So if your family is arranging this, and this is what you're wanting to do, only, okay, I see. So here's the thing that I hope that some of what I'm telling you today is helping you. And here's something that I want to tell you in this arranged marriage, or even in any kind of relationship. If you're in this situation, you're going to be the biggest asset to your husband by seeing the best in him. Seeing the best in him. Showing him the best in him. By you eliminating fears that you have. And we finally got down to the bottom. Yes. Yes, and you have money. I mean, um, so this is the best thing that I can tell you in today's, for not knowing you any more than I do, but really I can say this confidently for anyone, is that when you're coming into a relationship, you are you are learning to let go of all your fears, your baggage, like traumas, um, karma. Like karma plays a big role, and in karma, um, if you marry this person, then you have to, for his sake and your sake, you have to treat him exactly how you would want him to treat you. You have to train yourself. I don't believe in money. Love cannot be seized with money. It's heart winning. Yes, it's totally in the heart. So you nailed something very important there. So in the heart, there is no fear. So if you are going to marry him and your family is arranging it, then go through it with all your energy. Put aside any fear of him being loyal. Put aside all of that and just focus on being the best, on love, being loving. What does love mean to you? Like, and focus more on what you're going to give him outside of money. These are the things. Once he is interested, we'll plan to do. Okay. Yeah, so this is the thing, and you said it very well. It's the heart. So whether you're doing a love marriage or whether you're doing an arranged marriage, it's still always going to come back to love, because even if your parents are arranging it, how you're going to be successful, it all comes down to what's in your heart, and you have no control over him. So that's why I'm saying, let us put aside this whole fear of him being loyal. Focus instead on who you're being, because you're the goddess. You're the goddess. And I don't know what that means to you, but you are very powerful. You are very powerful. So the success of the marriage has more to do with the clarity of you. It has to do with your clarity. Yeah. You understand when I'm saying you're the goddess. You have the goddess energy, Shakti power. So, by your love, by your devotion, by your clarity of the vision of what is a good marriage to you, these are the things, your clarity. Yes. So, and by the more loyal, the more loving, like, you can't resist love. Okay? So the thing is if you are giving him pure love from the heart, beyond the money, but you are supporting him, you are encouraging him, you are all of the things that you would want someone to give to you, you are pouring out into him. That's irresistible. This is the power that I'm talking about. It's a power that most women do not use. They do not know. But that's very, very powerful. And you tap into it by letting go of all of this fear and just focusing on that love aspect. But you also have to realize, think from the goddess. The goddess is in many forms. Yes. The email is in the description there. And I'll put it in the chat here too. So that's the email. And you can subscribe to the channel too. You can check us out there. I have a link tree. There's a link tree in the description, so you can contact there. But so think about this, you as the goddess. This is the energy that I want you to tap into, and it's more than I can get into here on the live session. But you know, think of the goddess in all of her forms. You know, you don't have to. I know you're saying that you're financially strong more than him, but part of give you the answer. Oh, you want WhatsApp? Okay. Let's see here. Yes, there's hope, for sure. Yes. There is definitely, it definitely is. But the thing that I'm hoping, and I'm putting this, I don't know what your religious practice is, but I'm just talking like from like a more Hindu kind of perspective. But you know, you have this Shakti, this goddess energy. So the biggest thing is clearing out, getting clear, tapping into your heart, tapping into the love. These are the things that are going to affect the situation. And the reason that you're getting, send me a message afterward, because my Indian partner, he does the Vedic. We work together. You'll see it. Just check out our YouTube video, and then you'll kind of get an idea. But yes, we do it. He does that, and I do through tarot. But yes, short answer. So before we end today's call, I'm just going to end it by saying this to you. Is that yes, there's definitely great promise. The reason you are getting different answers from different readers is because we can share certain energy things with you. We can tell you probabilities. We can tell you these things. And all of it is something that could possibly happen. But ultimately, you are the one that's going to have that say in it, because you're creating it through your energy. And I know I'm saying a lot here. Hopefully, I'm able to articulate this like clearly and plainly. You are able to create it by clearing out your fears about him being loyal. If you put the focus off of anything on him, because you're not going to have any control of anything that he's doing. That's why I'm saying the only thing that matters is your energy. Do you feel like you could love him unconditionally and put aside all of you don't believe in spells. That's good. So the thing is getting clear on what you truly are afraid of in your life, and working on that. And that's what Shubh, my Indian partner, we work with people and we help them clear out all of these things, because it's fear. It's only fear that keeps you from living apart from the life that you want. Okay? So I put all my information there. I hope you'll subscribe to our channel, send us a message, reach out to me on WhatsApp. And any of you that are listening, same thing. If you have any questions about that you want me to answer, I pull a card for you, and I'll do that free here on the lives. Just email me your question, and then when I start the live call, then I will do that first thing while I'm waiting for people to join in. Okay? Let's see. I put the WhatsApp right above when you ask where there's a hope. It's 812-212-8842 +1. +1 812-212-8842. That's my WhatsApp. Okay? So you all have a wonderful day. And all of you that were listening here, namaste. Wishing you all love and blessings.